Welcome to Tush Twins on MalcolmPresents.com. And the Tush Twins are Maxine
Moi,
and Paula,
Massimina.
aka
That's what Mitch used to call me, Massimina.
uh,
Yep. And he called you the redhead. So
why did you call her the redhead? I don't understand.
I
I
don't know.
can't be, and other things.
this is also true.
Anti cuckoo, crazy.
Yeah. Kooky, cuckoo,
Kooky.
kooky. Well, cuckoo, anti-cuckoo has stuck through the decades. So
Yes.
you're cuckoo. So let's do the obligatory first
The
paragraph
opening. Well, we
here.
see you're outside. I mean, the problem with outside is that we don't have the lighting conditions there. So we apologize for any shades that the redhead might be in.
Well, I have many shades of green, but this is
And I have many shades of red.
redhead.
Many shades of red.
Many shades of redhead.
With the trees growing out of your head.
That's okay. You have stuff growing out of your head too, as do I. I have a light behind me. I should move it. Oh well.
It
I
means
have
you're
a
smart. You have
guitar.
Maxine, you have an idea.
I have an idea. But that's right next to the Star Wars poster. And I have a guitar.
Maxine, let's do our opening so people know where we are.
Okay.
Are we singing it?
I could.
No.
We should sing it if we could figure it out how to sing it together. We can do the opening.
Well,
Tush
you
Twins
could
song.
sing it together, it just might not be synced.
No, it's gonna not sound good.
Now,
Oh well. Move over. Lucy and Ethel, Thelma and Louise, Betty and Wilma, Laverne and Shirley, and all the other crazy couple women who do funny things. Here come the Tush Twins
twins.
with tales of friendship from Brooklyn, Brooklyn, and beyond. Yo, we drink beer from the bottle. Yo, you don't have to pour a glass for us. Yo,
Because the bottle is a glass.
that's right. The bottle is a glass already. Why waste the glass? That's what I want to know.
No, but the bottle has a good shape to hold it versus the glass. Sometimes it's bigger, smaller.
Yeah, it's the bottle. It's
in a bottle. The bottle is the glass. And if you drink out of a glass, you're an
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what you are.
With your pinky up, right?
It's like eating pizza with a knife and fork.
Yeah. If I see, oh God, I wouldn't know what to do if I saw someone doing that. Nope. You have to have what was the kid at the thing? Hey, Anthony.
Yo, Anthony.
Anthony. What was he doing? And how old was he?
Okay. Anthony was 10
Anthony.
years old. Anthony was 10 years, 8 or 9, 10 years old. And it was a street festival, my sister's block. And I saw Anthony with a beer in his hand. And I said, yo, Anthony, put down the beer. And the kid goes, what? I said, put down the beer. He goes, no, I want to drink it. I said, Annie, put down the beer now. Now, the guy I was dating at the time goes to me, do you know what you're saying? I said, yo, Annie, I'm going to smack you on top of your head. Put down the frickin' beer. And I didn't say frickin', I said the other word, but hey. So finally, this guy, Bob, says to me, do you know what you said? I said, yeah, Anthony's drinking a beer. What?
No, you said Anthony.
I said, Anthony's
what?
Anthony.
No, I'm gonna correct you because this is what you told me. Anthony, what you drinking a beer for?
That's right. I said, Anthony, what are you drinking a beer for? And I said, Anthony, put down the freaking beer.
Yeah.
So he goes to me, do you know what you said to him? I said, yeah, Annie's drinking a beer. I told him to put the freaking thing down. He goes to me, no, do you know what you said? How you said it? I said, excuse me, Anthony, would you please put the beer down now before I smack you in your effing head? Thank you. And I broke up with him that night.
Yeah.
That guy.
The tales of woe.
That was the best thing. But I'm in Brooklyn for 5 minutes.
And that's what happens.
Or my sister or my brother, the Brooklyn sister comes out. So I still say Anthony.
But Brooklyn, I'm working with, we're trying to save this forest here in my town, Button Hook, and the ladies who are working on this are amazing, and some of them are from Brooklyn. So we greet each other, Brooklyn, yo. That's, because we're Brooklyn, Brooklyn, yo. You don't, there's no other way. It's Brooklyn, yo.
And
I had to take speech therapy to get rid of my Brooklyn accent, because when I was singing opera, because when you're singing Italian opera, you said, "Oh mio babino caro." I was saying, "Oh mio babino caro."
Oh no.
I was in a Brooklyn accent. They said you can't sing opera with a Brooklyn accent, so I had to take speech therapy. And I did.
You came from the southern part of Italy.
No, it was like a reenactment of My Cousin Vinny.
That was fun.
Well, that's
you two
you two's guys.
The youths.
You two Utes.
You two Utes.
You two
Yeah.
Utes.
No, it's great the way Fred Gwynn mimicked that. Utes.
Right.
Only Utes.
Utes. We're only
Well, we used to
Utes.
say that. We used to talk that way. I used to call my aunt Aunt Sandy.
Right.
But I wonder, I say aunt versus
I
aunt.
say aunt. I say
Versus
aunt.
You
Well,
said
I would say aunt, but then when I actually became one, and my sister-in-law was like, it's auntie. She's from Providence, Rhode Island, and
Auntie.
it's auntie.
Mhm.
She likes she can pack the car, but you must say auntie.
You could pack the cat in Bastard.
Right.
Bastard.
So you can pack the cab, but you better say auntie. So it's Auntie Max and Auntie Cuckoo.
Auntie
It's not
Cuckoo.
Auntie Cuckoo. It's Auntie Cuckoo.
That's Auntie Cuckoo. It's always been
Right.
Auntie Cuckoo.
There's a bunch of freaking weird people in our family. That's
Yes, they
all.
are, but we love them anyway.
Yeah. This is
Or you
also
say you do.
Oh no, I really do
we
love my
really
family.
do.
I do love my family.
There's
I do
no-
love. I actually adore Maxine's sister-in-law, Abby. I love her. She knows that. Maxine knows since I'm a kid. She
Yeah.
doesn't-
And we used to babysit for the boys. We used to leave that house. I remember when we had the lemon meringue pie all over the bathroom.
Oy
That,
vey.
that I thought I was gonna have be beheaded. I was like,
Are you guys doing anything for Purim? Or did you do
all
your
I
Happy
bake
can say
Purim,
is
yeah.
Haman is bad,
Bad Heyman.
and we have Haman still all over the world.
Well, Heyman's right now. He's in disguise of Putin.
Yeah, pretty much.
Putin is
Well,
Haman.
I was just doing.
We need Queen Esther to kill him.
We,
I was just reading where Israel is taking the Ukrainian Jews and relocating them to Israel.
good.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, good. But
I
you
don't
know what?
know.
They need help.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they need help. But the president of the Ukraine, he's our Queen Esther.
Yeah, he's
Pretty
really
much.
stepped up to the plate.
Yes, he
Everybody
has.
was sort of like laughing at him because he's a comic actor.
yeah, and if it'd be it's not funny, but it's funny if he dressed up like Queen Esther. Since he is a comedian.
He might say he's a nice Jewish boy.
I know, but
I know.
there's nothing
Right,
funny
right.
about what's happening. So
No.
I guess.
But if you can't laugh on things, you can't. The world sucks.
I was just.
But you
kinda-
know, I looked for Hamantash today.
So did
There's
we.
nothing up here. I cannot find a single Hamantash anywhere.
Do you live in a Jewish neighborhood? No.
Oh
No.
yeah, right.
But there are,
Well,
they
let-
have them occasionally.
Well, Les was looking in Riverdale where they have it everywhere, except the problem is the kosher bakeries use margarine, and it's really
I can't
bad.
use-
It's
yeah.
bad for you. It's
I don't-
really, really bad for you.
Well, you-
So we're trying. I guess maybe I could pop over to the bakery up here and see if they
now
have.
you'll have to call Zabar's to mail something to you.
Yeah, or better yet, drive down and take a visit.
Drive down there, or have your son pick it up.
And what is he going to do with it?
My friends live in
Drive it
Franklin
to you.
Lakes. I have friends that live in Franklin Lakes, and they
Yeah.
have a small Jewish community there, and they're going to pick some up for me. We're meeting them Friday night for dinner because I couldn't go out for my birthday this week.
Right.
So we're going out Friday night. It's her birthday Friday. So she's picking up. I asked her, please give me Hamantash.
Yeah,
So,
I'm gonna.
yes.
Let's see if I could pick
Yeah,
some.
what was funny, my mother's never left more. I think she's never was more than 50. I think the farthest she's been away from where she was born in New York was the Catskill Mountains.
Oh my God. Well, everyone goes there.
Everyone went to
So when
Catskill.
I moved to Los Angeles, she said, "Is there a place for you to eat? Is there delicatessen? Can you get corned beef?" I said, in California? Are you kidding? In Los Angeles, every other street is a delicatessen.
Fairfax. Go to Fairfax. You'll find
Fairfax.
everything you want.
No, in the San
Factors.
Fernando.
Well, Fairfax has everything, but Factors, Cantors.
Yeah, in the San
and-
Fernando
I love
Valley,
Factors. I love Cantors.
Jerry's.
I used to go there all the
Arts.
time.
Right. Is the other one that was still there in the valley? Which one was that? There was another one there that we used to go to. There
Well,
was a
Nate
bowling
Now's was
alley
a
or-
big one in Beverly
Nate
Hills.
Now's. Nate
Well,
Now's we
Nate
used to
Now's
go
is in
to.
Beverly Hills.
Hills.
But
We used to
the
go to Nate
one
Now's.
In the valley had a bowling alley, right?
It's Jerry's.
Is it still there?
Jerry's.
Yeah, Jerry's is still there.
Jerry's is
Wow.
still there? Wow. Haven't
They
been
just
there.
they just did a whole conversion of Sportsman's Lodge. They knocked
Really?
down the restaurant and they built a little shopping area.
Really?
Aw.
But the good thing
Wow.
is they have a place called Erewhon, which is
Erewhon?
holistic. Yeah, which is
That's a-
organic foods. They are so damn expensive.
Well, organic is
Everything's
usually-
expensive.
But I gotta tell you, if you look at prices almost anywhere else, unless you're going to Aldi's or maybe Trader Joe's or something, the prices are high. And so organic food now isn't too much different, depending what you're getting. I mean, we
Organic
have,
food is expensive, but I'd rather get organic food. But you're right, the prices between regular and organic is not that much difference.
right, there's definitely.
But anyway, guys, we were going to talk about gambling, if I remember
No,
correctly.
we
Max.
went so off. Well, everything's a gamble. I mean, if you look at life right now, it's a gamble. Everything's a gamble. But people like
gambling-
to gamble.
Do I?
I don't know. I mean, it's gambling is betting, and you
Do I like
practice.
to bet?
It's a risk. You don't know if you're going to win.
Do I like to do that?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I just
Well,
keep
well,
thinking. Go ahead.
well, that's the thrill of it. You don't know whether you're going to win.
I love gambling.
If you knew you were going to win, it wouldn't be a gamble.
Well, somebody
play-
takes after her mom, because Marcia used to, she aside from the bingo, she liked the slots, right?
She liked the slots and she liked the poker
Key-
machines.
Poker machines. Okay. So and your mom liked it, and your sister goes and whatever.
Oh, my
And
sister is just as bad.
My mom hated it. And as a consequence, I hate it. I didn't
My
like
father hated it.
My dad didn't like it either, and would prefer to go to shows and things like that. And I think, the last time I was in Vegas was 2000, and we were in the Riviera because, the Tokens were playing New Year's Eve with Frankie Avalon. And so we were all invited. And of course, everyone's worried about Y2K. Okay.
Yeah, I remember
Everyone's
that.
worried that so in the middle of the night, the electricity goes down. There's no elevator, there's no lights, there's no nothing. All of a sudden we hear, and I'm like, what? I thought it was Y2K. Everyone, what happened? Is it Y2K? It was ever turned out, and we had to leave, and we had to go back to LA because we couldn't stay overnight. They couldn't get the lights back. I had my mom. There's a lot gonna do. It turned out some drunk dude crashed into a pole, an electric pole or something, and it knocked down other poles, and it knocked down part of the strip, the old part of the strip, which was desert, which was the Riviera and whatever other older hotels were on that side, and they all went down.
Yeah,
There was no lights, and it was like, forget about gambling. That was the gamble, was going there during
Well, again,
Y2K.
talking about age, which we're not, but you realize that there's a whole generation that are now college graduates that were not born in Y2K.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're 21, 22 years old,
Yeah.
young
They
adults.
they don't understand
Yeah,
it.
or Y2K to them is what World War II was to us.
Yeah. Well,
It was
so that-
history.
it's history, but it's,
That's
yeah.
right, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
but I mean, to me,
Oh.
it's so vivid. I remember that.
Do you remember all the brouhaha over that? It's like,
I didn't believe
check,
a thing.
check your computers, back this up, back that up. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I just said, I said basically what you're
Okay.
saying, right, Cuckoo?
I
was
didn't,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah,
am I
no.
gonna do? I'm gonna start going through everything. So
But-
if it implodes, it implodes, and we'll.
I implode,
we'll
I
all
guess,
have-
yeah, we just went to
But-
bed and next morning it was all working.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
Woo!
But then again, getting back to gambling, I remember when I first went gambling, I like gambling when I could afford it. Because you have to know that you have to go, that there's so much you can invest as an entertainment, whether it's $200, $300, $400, you bring with you. This
Yeah.
is it. You have to set a limit. You can't bring your ATM card or your
Oh,
debt.
I never do. I have a
But-
certain limit.
When I first went to a casino, as you know, I'm from New York. I went to Puerto Rico,
Oh,
and in
Okay.
Puerto Rico and San Juan, you could not get into the casino or the hotel without a jacket and
a
tie,
jacket and tie, and I had to wear a dress.
and you had to
Yes.
wear a dress, and there was a certain amount of elegance,
Yes.
and you felt. I always felt I was in when I got dressed up, I was in a Cary Grant movie. One
or
of
James Bond when he was.
Yeah,
Well,
or
in
James Bond.
Atlantic City, the same thing when they first opened. After 4 o'clock, men had to wear a jacket. In the
Really?
very
Atlantic
beginning,
City?
yes, Atlantic
Yeah.
City, when it for resorts first was the first hotel
Mm.
that opened for gambling. I know because I've been there.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes, do you
Been
remember
there.
when we
No,
would go in
yeah.
the middle of the night?
Yeah, but they
we would-
changed it after the first
no,
year.
But I'm saying, we'd go to the Mud Club in the city,
Oh, do you
and
remember?
then
the
we
name?
would decide, let's go to Atlantic City. Because we were young, had energy of 17 people, and we could do that.
Yeah.
And the
That's
sun would
with
be
my
coming up.
ex-husband, yes.
Yeah.
Right, that with your yes, with more.
You have a lot of exes, don't you? Ex-boyfriends, ex-husbands.
Yeah. Oh, I only have one ex-husband and
ex-
2 ex-boyfriends.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. It's not too bad.
That's it. That's too much. Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't categorize that as a
I wouldn't call that as a lot, but
No.
I remember, here's something about my ex-husband. The day I found out he was leaving, I went to the bank account. I had $35 in my account. That's it. He took everything out. What I did with the $35, I went to Atlantic City
You went gambling.
and I went gambling with my 30. I came home with $250.
Wow.
That's my girl.
So
That's
the
the
guy,
rusty
the guy
eyeball,
left. So
love.
the guy left, but what made you happy? He said $200. I'm happy
Yeah.
again.
That's
Back then was a lot of money for me, $200. That was back in 85.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, the last time I was in Vegas, you pay $200-$300 tickets for a show. People come in cutoffs and flip-flops.
Yeah.
To go to the
It's
show.
hard.
Interesting.
I still like getting dressed up at nighttime when I go to the
cannot
casinos.
see going to a show
That's not-
in a
I
nice
mean,
venue.
what I
and
love,
They shouldn't let people in like
No,
that. I'm
but they
sorry.
do.
No.
But what I love, and I've only done maybe 2-3 times in my life, wear tails, not a tuxedo. Tuxedo I've worn often. I had my own, but
Yeah, it's
tails.
cool.
But
Cool.
tails,
You
I
must
never,
look-
I wore 2-3 times. There was one formal thing I did in New York at the Statler Hilton. I had to wear tails.
You like dressing up there.
I like dressing up.
He
So
liked
do I.
suits and dressing up. I know he would. he
Well,
couldn't
when
look-
I was
when
selling
he talks
radio.
about tuxedos, he smiles.
I think a man in a tuxedo is elegant. I
Well,
love
you
it.
see
I love when
you see the
Dennis.
opening from Malcolm Presents. It's me about 30 years ago with my
Right.
tuxedo.
Right,
Ah.
right. Yep, that's true. The picture is you a few years
Tuxedo,
back in a
drinking
tux.
champagne.
Well,
What's life? It's being dressed in a tuxedo, drinking champagne.
right. Well,
But I love gambling. I love to play poker in the poker rooms. There's
right.
such degenerate men up there. It's very rare you see women up there, but there are a few now. And it's great. I love being up in those rooms. I love playing in tournaments. I play on tournaments online.
I don't.
I just love gambling.
Online is big, and now they have sports betting.
The
Which
sports
they-
betting I like because
they
I was up
finally-
to the Chumash Casino over here,
Well,
Mhm.
they
and they don't have a sports book. I was disappointed.
They have sports book. You could do it all over in Jersey now.
Yeah,
But we used to bet in the baseball and football games because we had a bookie back when.
I remember the bookie. I remember,
Remember
we were trying to
Flip and
make
all
a
the guys?
last 2 times. I remember the bookie. One
Yes.
was one of the Super Bowls. We were
Yes.
trying to get a bet in at the last minute.
We
and
got
then,
it.
and I think the West Coast was trying to get it through Beanie. and then we try to get one time, I think it was Kentucky Derby.
Yes,
there was
we
a
did.
horse
The
name
Kentucky
we
Derby.
liked the
Yes.
last minute,
I don't
know.
remember the name, but
what was the first horse we bet on?
Bye Skipper.
You got it. OTB. We were 18, right? And they let us bet then.
Yes,
We
my
still can
mom
bet.
took us. My mom
went
took us.
there.
Mhm.
Right. We went, it was on Brighton Beach Avenue. We went to the off-track betting place and we looked at the race. We liked the name of the horse. Bye Skipper. Bye Skipper.
And bye Skipper. One by a nose.
One by a nose. And we were like, what? Yeah, it just crossed the finish line and it just made it over and it won by a nose. And
I think we won
money.
$10 each.
Yeah, we won $10 each. It was
I used to bet 2 horses regularly. A horse called Sir Malcolm. And King Malcolm.
You like the name, huh?
Why do you say that?
I wonder why.
The name
anyway, the problem with betting is I like betting when it was illegal and we bet with a bookie.
I love betting with the bookie.
There was something.
I like betting with you for the bookie because I didn't have to do anything.
But there's something sinister about it, like it's not supposed to be done, and it's the extra thrill.
Yeah.
Well, I love the bookies, and my name was Duchess when we called it Duchess, and Dennis was the Duke. Right. So we were the Duke and Duchess of 3rd Avenue.
No, right, I remember that.
I used to work in after school and high school and college. Actually, I worked in a cleaning store, Tommy the Cleaners.
Okay.
And we had a bookie. The bookie would like call up. We'd call an arranged number, and we gave a code name. And the people would hang up, and then they would call us back from another location, and you had to give your code name. Then,
my bookie was from Costa Rica.
Yeah. Then they gave you the odds.
Yeah.
And then once a week, the collection man would come in.
Yeah, they had to pay it big.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well,
10%. Always.
Yeah, I think
big.
You bet $10 or something, and or $20, and you only got 10 something back. They took the percentage off the top.
Yeah, wow. I remember one day Dennis bet on a football parlay in a football game, and I guess he was tired. He bet a dime, and I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm betting a dime." He said, "I don't care." He calls up, and the next morning he wakes up. I said, "Honey, do you remember betting?" He goes, "No." I said, "You bet a dime." What? A dime is $10,000.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so yeah, but back then.
Oh no.
He was.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Back then it was no big deal. But now if he bet that, he goes, he doesn't bet anymore. Except in Atlantic City or Vegas.
But you can go
did he win or lose a dime?
No, he lost it. He had to pay $10,000 plus a vig.
Oh, geez. Plus a what?
A vig, which is 10%.
A percentage. Yeah.
Extra money. A percentage when you lose.
Right. The thing is with bookies, if they have equal amounts of money spent, let's say it's a baseball game. If they have equal amounts of money bet for and against, they win.
Mm-hmm. Because they do.
Because they get the vig. That's why most smart bookies, part of syndicates, and if they have more money bet on one way, let's say it's a New York game and it's in New York, and everybody's betting on New York, he'll lay the bets off to another bookie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I know. We used to hang out. They're all friends at the Abbey Tavern. We used to hang out with the bookies. They were wonderful people.
I know
the wives or kids.
Unless you owed them money.
And you used to have
no big deal.
The Super Bowl boxes there, right? They had like a little thing that right before, and you would have a little party or something.
Yeah,
and you'd get the
we
box.
bet $1,000 box you had to pay for that box.
And
then they had the $5 ones.
Yeah,
Buy the $1,000 box. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what they were
$1,000,
going for.
$1,000 for a Super Bowl is, that barely pays for parking.
no, I'm talking about, well, that's the
No, we're talking about
box.
$1,000
Talking about
box.
bedding.
Bedding.
Oh,
They had these
Boxes.
boxes with the
oh,
point
okay.
spread or the team will, be
And you could win up
2072
to
and
like a lot of money.
really.
We won a couple of times.
I remember you were all smiling.
Yeah.
You were all happy.
Yes.
And then
What-
we
They had reverses.
we got a
I think
dinner
they
out of
were-
one of them. I remember.
Well,
Thanks.
I used to
Yes,
like,
we
I
did.
used to like betting at the track because, in 2
Well-
minutes, you know whether you win or lose. Yeah,
Well,
you bet
my
basketball
uncle
games.
Sonny
Yeah.
was
Oh, I remember.
the
He loved
family
the track.
gambler, and my cousin Steve kind of
Yes.
got that from him. And he would take us to Pompano Racetrack in
California.
Pompano, Florida.
Florida. Oh, Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have, well, that was the Trotters,
Mhm.
as opposed to Calder Park, which was,
The flats.
the flats. And I think I won. He just asked me to pick a name, and I just picked some like whatever name. This is Fuddy Duddy Horse number 2, whatever. And I thought the name was funny. And he goes, "You won?" I go, "Yeah." And he bets it, and it wins. And I won, like $12 or something. I wasn't a big
But
win.
I
but-
went-
I realized that some of the best athletes are jockeys.
Oh my God, they're
Oh.
amazing.
You see them
I don't
when
know how
they're
they do it.
in the stretch, they're not seated at all. They are on
they're
they're
flying.
rising and they're
Yeah.
on their legs.
They're literally in
you
the
know-
air. They're in
Right.
the air.
Yeah.
And their arms and their shoulders are directing this 2,000-pound horse.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Going how many miles per hour?
I don't know, but wow.
Fast.
Just like,
I went to
I don't-
Monmouth Park before COVID started. That's an old racetrack in Monmouth, New Jersey.
mhm,
Oh my God, this place is wonderful. It's old world
that's cool.
horse racing. So
I'd
I
like
went
to
in
do
there
that.
and you could walk around and you look at the horses. They go around in circles so people could look at them before they bet on them.
Right.
So I picked one out, and the guy, when I went to put my $20 down, he goes to me, it was like a 10-to-1 shot. It was not, he goes, "Why are you betting that?" And I go, "Because he's pretty."
The guy
So
thought you were nuts, right?
yeah, he did. I went back with my ticket. I said, "I won my pretty horse." He started laughing, and I won.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get a feeling if you see the horse, and
It was
wanna-
just, you just have to look at them. I just thought he was the prettiest of all of them, so I bet on him.
I
I had
had
no idea.
I had a friend's father who was a tout, Tout. And what he would do is he would follow the racetracks in the summertime in New York, go down to Florida, go to California.
Oh, wow.
And what he would do is he would handicap the races. Then he'd go over to the high rollers and tell them which horse is going to win. But when they handicap the races, what they do, the touts, they go to the track in the morning.
Yes,
You
and
know,
they look at all the
when
horses.
the horses are working out. Because
Mhm.
what I learned is the horses have personalities. They wake up and they have a headache or they don't feel well. You can tell when they're, in the morning workout. So you don't bet that. Or another horse wakes up and he just had sex the night before and he feels great.
Well,
And,
That's
I
the
was
one
trying
I
to
always bet
find-
on.
yeah,
I
and
was
those are the
trying to
ones you
find
bet
a
on.
horse named Brooklyn, but I didn't find a racehorse. But I found Brooklyn Supreme was one of the biggest horses in history.
Whoa.
This was a horse born in 1928. They named him Brooklyn Supreme. He lived 20 years. It was a Belgian
Aw.
draft stallion. It was the largest horse of its time. The height was 19.2. What is
I-
19.2 hands? What is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, that means
his-
it's the length of his body, the
Yeah.
hands.
And he
It's-
weighed, guess what he weighed?
That's a big, because 14 hands is a normal.
Okay. He wore 19.2 hands, and his weight was a staggering 3,200 pounds.
Wow.
Whoa, he's a big
3,200
freaking horse.
nearly a ton and a half. And oh my God.
That's
so and his
big.
name Brooklyn Supreme, and he lived.
Are you impressed that I knew what hands were?
I am impressed because I had no freaking clue.
I've only been.
If it's
I've
not
only been-
feet, it's hands. So I knew it's
It's
length, but I
hand.
didn't know how they measured it.
They
It
measure by
wasn't feet,
hand.
it wasn't,
It's
I know, but
Yeah.
it wasn't vertical. You said it was horizontal.
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 Right, so-
why did they do
so-
hands? Why don't they do inches?
I don't know. It's always been by hands. I just know that.
I don't
The
know.
length. of
It's like
horse.
which I can never figure out in a boat why it's knots.
Wow,
Do
it
you know
says
how much a knot is?
Brooklyn Supreme continues to be the largest Belgian draft horse ever on record.
Oh, so it's okay.
So he's like the one that was his foal
Was he born in
old.
Coney Island Hospital?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
The
19
Budweiser
and a half
horses. Those
He
huge
takes a
horses.
40-inch collar to fit his neck and a bar of iron 30 inches long to make one shoe.
Whoa.
And it was owned by Ralph M. Fogelman of Callender, Iowa.
Ralph Fogelman.
A Jew?
yes,
No wonder
In
why.
Iowa.
Ralph
have
M.
no-
Fogelman.
I have no idea who he is. Anyway, guys,
Hey, that's a-
Anyway, anywho,
Here.
okay, the thing, who's going to win the Indian Wells tennis tournament? I need your prediction.
I don't know who's
Indian
playing.
Wells, I don't even know
Okay,
who's in it.
it's tennis.
I know. I
know,
watch
you said
tennis, but I don't know
tennis.
Indian Wells.
It's not a major, but my wife is into tennis and she loves Rafa Nadal.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I like Lindell too.
And he's
I used to like Djokovic, but he turned out to be an idiot.
no,
Oh,
he's a
he can
joke.
go, you know
He-
what?
He's stupid.
He's an
If he
anti-vaxxer.
never plays again, I don't care. And the
Anyway,
only reason I
guys.
like him, his first name is my last name, Nowak.
No,
What-
our time is up.
Our time is up. Damn, that went.
That goes by
way
fast
too-
when you're having
way too
fun.
quick. Well, this
I
was
would have to
fun.
continue on gambling another day because I have
Yeah,
a
we'll
lot
have to
more.
do more because I think
Whoop,
you have a lot more stuff.
Oh my
Then
God.
next Wednesday, maybe we'll do gambling part 2. We'll do the part.
Well, Maxine's not going
I-
to be here
I'm
next
not gonna
week,
be
so we're going to have
here.
2 weeks from today, everyone.
No, well, we could talk me and you. We don't need Max.
Okay, then we could do it.
No, actually, we need Max, but we
We
can
do.
continue the show. I'll speak to you. Maybe we can, maybe we
What's
can't.
the Tush twins without the
Without the
twins?
Tush.
I'm Tush number 2.
We'll call it one cheek.
Well, whatever you guys want.
We'll wait for
cheek
2
is-
weeks.
If we're not going to hurt you, I prefer doing the show, but I don't want to hurt you.
You're,
'Cause
yeah, well, my Tush one, I think, wants me. She wants me. She likes me. She really likes me. She really likes me. Hearts, hearts, hearts.
He loves me. They
Hey,
really
Malcolm.
love me.
We'll
Okay.
talk.
Okay, Sally.
Sally, I know.
We'll talk, guys. How
No,
about if I
no.
don't see you, say goodbye to our audience. Tell them where you're going.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm going to the Cayman Islands for a few days.
it's
My
a tough.
my boy got me tickets.
It's a
so-
tough life out there.
Well, I haven't
Uh,
gone away and still feeling crappy over Phil. So Elon,
I think
was
it's a good
really-
thing.
Yeah.
He
Have fun, Max.
he noticed
have
that
fun.
he noticed I needed to have something. So he
You have a good son.
He's a good guy. So
And
I
then
love
maybe I'll see you next week. Maybe I won't. But
All right.
we'll leave the
We'll
audience.
keep in touch.
you guys figure it out. If you want to do something wacky, feel free. All right.
Okay.
Ciao, ciao to
Shalom,
all.
everyone. Happy Purim.
Happy
Bye.
Purim. Find those Humintosh. Bye.